Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. It is going to be my March update for my Deca Panning project pan. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max, who is one of my absolute favorites. You guys already know. She will be linked in the description box down below, as well as all of the other information pertaining to this project. You can also search the hashtag Deca Panning project pan. This is the third year that this project has been going, and I have been having so much fun with this project. So I do actually have 3 rollouts, which I'm so excited about. I didn't realize that this update, like I didn't go into this month thinking this was gonna be like an incredible update where I'd have 3 rollouts, but I'm so excited about it because I was struggling so much at the end of last year with my panning journey, and it just feels good to have a great panning update. So if you're interested in the 3 products I will be rolling out today, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you consider subscribing before moving on. Other than that, let's jump into the video. All right, you guys, March is definitely one of my favorite months just in terms of the aesthetic of the month. I've been having so much fun with my green eyeshadow, etc. My gnomes, my St. Patty's Day gnomes, I'm definitely gonna have these stick around through the end of March. Like, it's just gonna happen. And I ordered this like lime green long sleeved bodysuit off of my favorite online boutique of the moment, Nanomatics, something like that. But I didn't realize it was gonna make me look like, I was like, you know when people are in like the green suits, like the green screen suits? That's what I feel like I look like. But it's okay because I love bright neons, and this, I don't know if it'll catch the color on camera, but it is like a bright neon. So I'm all about it. Having so much fun with all of the green things. So that is definitely not what this is about. This is about Deca Panning Project Pan. I started this project with 5 products, and I told myself that if I didn't hit my goal in any given update on any products, as a consequence to not hitting a goal, I would still roll in a product every single month because that's the fun of this project. If this is your first time catching a Deca Panning project pan, I do highly recommend you go check out Emily's introduction video. She does a great job at explaining what this project is all about. It is game style. There is a deck of cards involved in this, and essentially it's kind of like a random, it's a prompt style project pan, but the prompts are random. So I'm currently working on 6 products because last update I hadn't reached my goal on any products, but I do have 3 products to roll out today, so I don't need to add an additional product to my project, but we will be drawing 3 cards. So let's just go in order that these products have rolled in, which all of these products with the exception of 1 has been going in since the introduction. We are gonna start with the first product that will be rolling out of this project. This is the Skylar Beauty Vanilla Sky fragrance. This was rolled in for the prompt, a fragrance, and when I rolled this in, hopefully you'll be able to see my line markings, and because my hand never sits level, the line markings are gonna look a little bit off, but as you can see, we've made some good progress while this fragrance has been in this project. I did give myself a goal when I rolled this in to get the fragrance to the bottom of the S in Skylar Beauty, or about half of this, to the point where this was half full. I have since reached that goal, which I'm super excited about, just because this mixed with one of my Pacifica fragrances is like all I've been wearing all year, and I'm just kind of bored of that fragrance. I would really like to get some use out of my replica by the fireside before it is officially like spring summertime. I feel like I can still get away with the fragrance right now, but soon I will want to shift over into some lighter, like cleaner floral scents. And this is the time of year that I kind of get that itch to try new fragrances. So if you guys have any recommendations on fragrance that you love, let me know in the comments. But this will be rolling out. This weighed 257 grams when I rolled this in January, 255 grams last update, and it does weigh 252 grams today. So I did use 5 grams worth of the product. It is now half full, and I'm really happy that I got some good use on that. I feel like I was kind of neglecting that. I hadn't reached for that in quite some time. So I'm glad to have gotten some good use out of it, but I'm excited also to put that one away for a little bit. The next product I rolled in last update for the prompt, something you wish you returned. And actually, when I originally rolled that prompt in the January update, I selected my Laura Mercier concealer, but I traded the two out last month because I am going to declutter / pass along my Laura Mercier concealer. It is just not a good shade for me at all. It's not flattering, and it wasn't worth me trying to use it up when it just didn't work for me. It just wasn't worth it. So I traded the two products out and I rolled in this highlighter from Flower Beauty. This is the Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. And I really like this product. I purchased this last year, 2 years ago. I'm not quite sure. When I was really into my RMS, I'm still really into my RMS, like highlighting quad, but I absolutely love that quad. And I thought that this would just be like a larger version of the highlighting shade that I really love from RMS Beauty, which I believe is called Rosé Champagne. I don't know, something like that. And while I like this, it is a little bit icier than I prefer. And it is a little bit more of a stiff, less emollient sort of formula than the RMS Beauty one, and I just don't find myself reaching for this unless I have that extra encouragement of this being in a project to reach for it. I did give myself a goal of reaching for this 20 times, and I did only reach for this 3 times last month. I have been reaching for this. The 3 times that I used this, I put this on before going to the gym so that it would give me kind of like a sweaty glow before I even got there, so it looked like I worked out really hard even if I didn't have a great workout. This weighed 31 grams when I rolled this in last month. It still weighs 31 grams. I'm curious if it'll look like it's gotten any use. Like, I feel like as I look in the center here, I'm like, okay, there's like a bit of a small disturbance, but we're gonna be working on this for a little bit. Hopefully I can get, I would love if I could get like even 10 uses on this next update. That would be great. Next up is the second product we are going to be rolling out. I have my No7 powder here, and I rolled this in for the prompt and affordable product. No7 is something that you can find at the drugstore. I get mine at Target. And this is actually one of the products that I included in my 23 products I want to finish off in 2023. And I'm super excited that I now have a pan on this powder. This did weigh 69 grams when I rolled this in January. 69 grams last update. It does weigh 68 grams today. So I have used about a gram worth of product, and I'm very excited that we have a pan in the center. I do feel like with a little bit of effort, I could likely expand the pan pretty significantly, just because I feel like typically I've gone in with a really big fluffy brush, and I feel like the dip, like I feel like there's like significant wear, but I'm ready to put this away for a little bit. I used this probably 6 or 7 times after I hit pan to expand the pan a little bit farther, and I'm just ready to put this away, focus on my Dior Powder No Powder, which I'm trying to pan and finish off in my Project 10 pan. But I think halfway through the year, maybe like June, July-ish, I will circle back to this product. Maybe when I finish my Dior Powder No Powder, I will circle back to this and try and finish this off. I am trying to pan this and finish it off completely this year, so I do need to come back to it. But my original goal when I rolled this into the project was just hit pan, and I have since achieved that goal. Next up, I have this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade of Mauve Story. I rolled this in for the prompt, what was it, an influencer, brand, or collab. This is, actually I'm gonna put this on my lips today over what I have. I have a Rare Beauty lip product on. What do I have from Rare Beauty on right now? I have the matte lip creme in Courage. I'm gonna just put this on over top. I'm getting so close, or so close to being able to take the stopper out of this liquid lipstick, but this is something I've been actively trying to pan for multiple years at this point in time. I think I also included this in 23 products I want to pan in 2023, so I really would love for this to be an empty very soon. I'm hoping to be able to take the stopper out this month. I think I reached for this maybe 6 or 7 times since the last update. It did weigh 22 grams when I rolled this in January, and it still weighs 22 grams today. My goal would be to get the stopper to come out by the next update, and then perhaps have it an empty by like May. That would be, like, I would be happy with that. It is a very easy to wear shade. It's essentially just like a mid-toned My Lips But Better sort of shade. I really enjoy this. Sometimes it just takes that like extra effort to remind myself to wear this. But my liquid lipstick collection is like starting to like not dwindle down, but like definitely get significantly smaller, and I would love to finish up another liquid lipstick and just have that as an empty and just decrease that portion of my makeup collection even more. I just remembered I actually did hit a goal last update, and then I decided to roll in 2 new products last update because I was feeling like working on 6 products. I was like, wait, these last 2 products have only been in 1 month. But next up, I have this lipstick from L'Oreal. This is their Glow Paradise lipstick in the shade Beige Eden, and I rolled this in for the prompt your favorite color. And in terms of a lip color, like, this is one of my absolute favorites of all time, so I felt like it was very fitting. I just realized I forgot to mark a new line marking before sitting down to film, so I honestly have no idea what the progress is looking like for this. I did give myself the lofty goal of finishing this up. This is how much I have left. Let me roll it all the way down so you guys can see. There is like really good use on this product. There kind of already was some decent use on this before I rolled this in, but I would love to actually pan and complete at least 1, maybe 2 lipsticks this year, and this would probably be one of my better chances of doing that, just because it is a satin sheen sort of formula, so it almost has this glossy finish. It's very comfortable to wear, very easy to reapply, and as the prompt suggests, it's one of my favorite lip shades to wear. So this weighed 24 grams when I rolled this in last update, still weighs 24 grams. I would think maybe by like July or August, I think it would be realistic to think maybe I could finish this up, just because I could see myself bringing this with me, like patio drinking in the spring, summertime, and getting a ton of use out of it. So I know it'll be a bit on that, but I am enjoying using it. And then the final product and my third rollout for this update is this little Ilia serum primer, which makes me so happy because this means I have finished 2 primers this year. And if you're following along in my makeup rehab series, I do need to finish 3 primers before I can purchase another primer. I do have my eye on the Peter Thomas Roth primer, so I want to finish 1 last primer so that I can purchase that primer. I rolled this in for the prompt easy peasy lemon squeezy. I knew this was going to be very easy for me to use up, just because it was already like at least 2/3 to a half gone. My sister ended up giving this to me because she didn't like it, and obviously it's just a little deluxe trial size, so I knew this was going to be very easy to use. A part of me was concerned it was going to take me longer than 1 update to finish, but it actually went very quickly. And I've used one of these up in the past. I forgot that this actually does have a really good tack to it. It is a really nice product. My only complaint is I don't love the squeezy applicator for a primer. I don't know why. That just, because even when I do put primer on, I'm typically using my fingers to rub it in, which I'm using with this as well, but there is something about the squeezy applicator that I just don't love. This weighed 12 grams when I rolled this in last update, and it weighs 8 grams as an empty today. I am very excited to have another primer empty, and also very excited to have a 3rd empty in this, or a 3rd goal hit in this project, so that I can roll in 3 more products, which also makes me a little bit nervous. It does make me a little bit nervous because if you're following along with this project, it just means more chances for me to roll in the Joker card, which is for the prompt, a product you really don't want to pan. I have put some serious thought into this, and I think if I get the Joker, I'm either going to roll in the Natasha Denona Gold palette or the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette, because both of those are favorite palettes in my collection that I feel the need to reserve for special occasions. So it's like one of those like almost sentimental products that like make me not want to pan it. And I think if I end up rolling one of them in, I'm going to give myself a super high usage goal, like 50 uses, just because that sounds like a very difficult goal. So would love your comments down below. Let me know if I do end up rolling the Joker, whether it be this update or the next. Would you rather me work on Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction or Natasha Denona Gold? I would love to know what your thoughts are. But I have my very Minnesota, Go Wild Minnesota M&M cards, and he has a cute little lumberjack hat on, which I just love so much. So I'm gonna shuffle these, and then we're gonna pull in 3 cards. I could also see me getting like the prompt to add another product in, just because I could just see that happening. I shouldn't be speaking these things into existence, because then inevitably it's definitely gonna happen. Okay, So I have seriously shuffled, but I will do this just so you guys know we're getting a good shuff in. And 3 cards. First card, 3 of diamonds, and I will pop the game board on the screen here in just a moment so you guys can see. 4 of diamonds. Okay, and the third card is the Ace of Spades. For some reason, I feel like the Ace of Spades might be to add another product. Let me pull up the game board and we're gonna find out. Okay, it's actually a red ace that's adding another product, so we're good. Okay, I'm gonna pop the game board up on the screen just so you guys can follow along with me. So first up, we have the 3 of diamonds, and the 3 of diamonds is a graveyard. Okay, a graveyard product, meaning a product that has been in a previous project that I have not yet hit my goal on. Then we got the 4 of diamonds, and the 4 of diamonds is a double-ended or duo product. Okay, I have a couple of thoughts for that. I have a couple of thoughts. Neither of them I'm super excited about panning, but we'll see. And then finally we have the Ace of Spades, which is a focus product, which I think, I'm gonna just double check. I think it's a product that like you wanna focus on panning, I think. Focus, reflect on the panning goals you set at the beginning. Okay, yes. So basically this is going to be a product from my 23 products I wanted to pan in 2023. So that is perfect. I am going to go spend a little time with my makeup collection, figure out my life, figure out my panning life, and I will be right back to share the products with you that I have selected. Okay, you guys, I went straight over to this makeup bag I have that has all of the products that I included in my 23 products I want to pan in 2023. And the 3 products I selected for these 3 prompts all come from that bag of makeup. I feel as though I may end up with some regrets. May end up with some regrets, but I'm going in with the best intentions, you know? It's kind of like when you go out with your friends and you're like, yeah, I'm one's my limit tonight. Like, you go in with the best intentions, and then you wake up the next morning after having like 7 shots, a few cocktails, and you're like, yeah, definitely waking up with some regrets, even though I only intended to have the 1 drink. Has that happened to anyone ever before? I'm thinking of like every country concert that I've ever gone to. And then eventually my friends stopped inviting me to country concerts because I was always a mess. Okay, let's go in order that these rolled in. So first we have the 3 of diamonds, which was a graveyard product. So for that, I decided to go with my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. I have really gotten away from contouring, but I feel like I've definitely, I know I've definitely gained a couple pounds, and I'm trying to be okay with that. Like, trying to like go back to the gym and have like a healthy mindset around this, which is something I haven't always had in the past. So maybe like some contouring could help me just feel like a little bit better, like getting some contouring going under here, you know? So I've decided to roll in my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. So first of all, this is so crumbly. I've used this a couple of times this year and it's breaking apart. So there's definitely like pieces that have already broken off. I keep having to like re-press this in. So I could see this being gone by next update just because it keeps like breaking and crumbling and I keep losing part of it. I could actually maybe try and repress this. Maybe I will try and repress this after filming this just so that I can take a picture so you guys can see. Maybe that would be like the best option. But I have been I've tried to pan this in multiple projects and just never been successful. I had a huge pan in this, and then after hitting pan, it's like I just never went back to this product to finish off. But this has actually been in a graveyard project pan before, and nothing has been able to motivate me enough to actually finish this off. But I have reached for this a couple of times this year, just thinking I wanted to finish it this year, and it's been so crumbly that I'm like, okay, I really just need to like finish this so that I can just get this out of my life and be done with it. So then the second prompt was a dual-ended product or a duo. And this could also turn into a serious regret. It is my Oma Beauty Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick. So it's a dual-ended product. If I don't put this in a project now, I'm never gonna finish this year. This is one of the products I included in my 23 products I want to pan this year, and this was one of the ones that I was like, I know this is gonna be very difficult for me. This is gonna be a challenge, but I want this to be an empty this year. So I have the highlighter side here, which this is it all the way rolled down. And then this is the product all the way rolled up. So it doesn't come with a lot of product, but just getting myself to like reach for a product like this is very difficult. And then we have the contour side, which we already just discussed. I don't contour all that much. This is the product rolled all the way down. This is the product rolled all the way up. What do I want my goals to be? Because like I want it to be to finish up both sides of this product, but this is likely going to be in the project for all of the year, which leads me to like want to do a usage goal, but I also set out to complete this product this year. So I feel like this is going to be a literal regret, but I'm gonna have this be like my challenge product of this year, of this project, and my goal is to finish both sides of that. Okay, we're gonna give it a go. And then the final product is for the prompt, a focus product. So a product that I set out to pan this year, and a product that I felt like I would have the easiest time with to potentially give me just like a little boost of confidence in my panning, is the RMS Beauty Revolve Radiance Locking Primer. This is a really beautiful primer. It's nice and hydrating, as well as it gives this beautiful radiance and glow to the skin. So I'm thinking even on days that like I don't want to wear makeup, or I'm like running out the door and don't have time to do my whole face of makeup, I can put this on just to add a glow, add some glow to the skin. Or if I'm going to the gym and not putting foundation on, which I rarely ever wear foundation to the gym, I can just toss on this primer. It isn't a primer I would repurchase because it's so expensive. They did end up sending this to me and I really enjoy it, but I wouldn't purchase again because it is so expensive, which is why it is one of the primers I decided I wanted to try and pan this year, get out of my collection, because I knew I would enjoy using it, but it wouldn't be something I would repurchase. So it would help me get my primer inventory numbers down. So my goal is going to be to finish this off. I don't necessarily know where we are at. I don't know how to mark this at all. Oh yeah, I forget, you twist, you don't pull. I don't know how to mark this at all, so we'll just have to track the weight and see where we end up. I feel like I've used a decent amount of this primer thus far. I probably have used at least a third of this. I think it'll take a few months to finish up, but I will be really happy, and I feel like this could be a satisfying product to pan. And I also don't have a hydrating primer that I'm currently working on in any other projects. So where do we think we are gonna be at next month? I don't think either of these two products will be an empty. This definitely won't be an empty. I'm hoping to reach for this 10 times, but would still have 7 uses left. So unless I reach for this 17 total times, maybe I should actually make it a goal to reach for this 17 times so I can have a rollout next update and won't have a punishment to myself or a consequence of rolling in another product, because I don't think this will be an empty by next month. And then this, who knows? My Kevin Kwan Sculpting Powder, depending on how, you know, the repressing goes and where we're at, like, yeah, do you see, like, we're gonna need to repress this. Who knows about this, but I think my best bet would be using this 17 times, or we'll see about this. I just need to reach for the 17 times so I have a rollout next update. That is gonna wrap it up for today's Deco Panning Project Pan update. I would love to know, have you recently panned any products? What are new empties, new pans in your collection? Leave me a comment down below. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel, as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.